Lawmakers, parents, and other Nigerians have repeatedly appealed to the university lecturers to give peace a chance, resume dialogue with the federal government, call off their strike, and return to classrooms. But the Academic Staff Union of Universities, or ASUU, says it won't, as the top issues remain unresolved, while urging parents to turn their attention to the federal government.
The meeting we had at the NID that I see ongoing is part of the conciliation that was organized by the Minister of Labour and Employment. That is, I think, on the 8th of March. At that meeting, they raised this issue this issue came up. They had written us earlier, and you can see them. These are the copy of the report they have sent to us earlier of the report on the testing of the UTAS. And our colleagues at my technical team looked at it and faulted most of those tests, because what was clear was that most of these people who were doing the tests did not know the peculiarity of the university system.
One major cause of the strike is a payment system controversy. While the federal government insists on enrolling lecturers on its integrated payroll and personal information system, IPIS, the lecturers have rejected it and introduced their own payment system known as the University Transparency and Accountability Solution, UTAS. After being initially tested and set for approval, the government says the platform has failed 3 integrity tests and no longer acceptable to it. But ASUU disagrees and says the issue is being politicized. ASUU says previous tests proved positive.
And that's what people are saying about this IPs, that the university is a peculiar system, not like every other thing. There are a lot of structures in place that you don't have in a civil service, and based on that, they were testing based on that. There are some universities who operate the college system, some operate the faculty system. Yeah. So we raised this issue, and as we were discussing, we, on a very friendly, reached an agreement that there is a need for that test to be done.
On the lack of implementation of the controversial 2009 agreement with the federal government, which is the most contentious and deals with the working conditions of university lecturers, the Minister of Education has set up a negotiation team, but the union says it is no longer available to negotiate as the government has been playing games.
If the UTAS is not accepted, it means that government deliberately, because ordinarily, let me tell you, ordinarily as a union, we should not have allowed UTAS to be subjected to test by agent of government, but they can do anything. But we know the process we have. If the state is not well, they should bring the UTAS, bring IPs, let's look for an independent body to test the two and see the one that will pass. Which means it is deliberately they want to keeping us as slaves.
The ASUU strike was embarked upon to press home some demands, which the university's union says the federal government has repeatedly failed to implement despite pleas and strikes. The university students who continue to suffer the failure of both parties to reach a conclusive agreement are now left at the mercy of the two forces, with student unions asking eminent Nigerians to get involved. Benny Ark, Arise News.